Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today we're playing some Ability Arena. And I want to show you guys some of my favorite builds today. Alright, some of the really broken stuff that I like to play with when I actually try to win. Because in my last videos, people weren't too happy that I kind of threw them. So today we're just gonna take a W, okay? Or at least try to. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's get into the game. Okay, I'm very excited about this build. So, I've been playing a lot of this mode, right? And I have found lots of fun combinations, particularly with Aghanim. Aghanim is by far my favorite hero because you can just break the game with him, right? But I found so many fun, wild, interesting combinations. But this right now that I'm about to show you in this game is by far my favorite one in terms of like actually being super powerful, but then also just using lots of weird little combinations of abilities that aren't exactly what you might expect right away. Somebody just bonked on my window. Sorry, that distracted me. I get thrown off pretty easily by stuff like that. Anyway, I don't think they are there anymore, so we're just gonna go and ignore that and get back to the game. So, with Aghanim, as always, our goal is to kind of minimize the amount of abilities we have in play and maximize the good abilities that we have. So we're gonna go for that, right? Now, this is actually really nice. You get Acid Spray, which is one of the really nice abilities I would like to see in Spirit Lands. These are abilities that I think... So a lot of people will recognize Acid Spray as being pretty alright. But I haven't seen a lot of people really recognize the Gaben level Acid Spray. The Gaben level Acid Spray turns it into a passive, and it applies automatically in the entire field and lasts the entire battle. And then you combine that with the super, which the super increases its damage and armor reduction, and Acid Spray ends up actually being an incredibly powerful ability then. Spirit Lance may seem kind of innocent, because it's just like, okay, you just, throw out a lance, whatever. But what's important here is it's got 280 damage, which by itself is actually pretty reasonable. And then you can get it to super, at which point the cooldown reduces by 4 seconds, which puts it down to, and like sincerely, this is 3 seconds cooldown. It reduces by 4 seconds, it goes down to 3 seconds cooldown. The cast range increases, and it bounces once. So it goes down to 3 seconds cooldown, and it bounces once, so you deal the damage twice. It's 560 damage every 3 seconds, and that is not even mentioning the illusion you get, which the illusion you get is actually pretty okay too. So that's also... I don't know if we can make Abaddon. No, we can't make Abaddon. I don't know which one I like here. I think I'll probably go Abaddon, actually. I think we'll just get Abaddon, stick him in the front line. But the illusion you get is actually pretty decent too. Because particularly once you get that Gaben going on. Because with Gaben you get Octarine Core, which reduces the cooldown even more. You get even more cast range. You can just like fucking heat it all the time. So Spirit Lance is straight up like game-breakingly powerful if you actually get it leveled up. And people don't really seem to know about that. It's really nice. Now, you can combo it with stuff too. So if we have a little look here, right, we can see that there's Curse of Awareness, which can be comboed with it. There is a Grow somewhere. I lost track of it. I know, I saw Grow earlier, but there's Grow that can be comboed with it. You can have Mana Break that can be comboed with it. And now the illusions are actually kind of a big deal all of a sudden too. Okay, which one do we like? Corrosive Skin is actually really nice. Corrosive Skin is another one of those abilities that once you max it out, it becomes an aura. And it just like hits everything all the time. And that's actually incredibly powerful too. But yes. By the way, the spell deck is sorted by alphabet. I know that, but you're assuming here that I know how the alphabet works. Yeah, that's or that you're assuming here that I know the alphabet, and that's really like going a bit far. Anyway, we're pretty sure regular Acid Spray stacks. If you spawn illusions when you have Gaben Acid Spray, you're gonna have like 10 at once. I tried that, and no, it doesn't work, disappointingly. You cannot stack multiple passive acid sprays. I have tried it by just spawning illusions, and I've tried it with the plague wards, neither of which worked, which sadly made, well, I don't know, that was kind of a little bit sad. Now, talking about plague wards, this right here, this tiny ability is gonna be our win condition. That's what we're gonna win with. And I know that is something that also it might be a little weird. Wait, the wards? Really? So at Gaben, you get passive abilities of the caster, and at Super, the cooldown goes down to 3.5 seconds, and also you spawn 2 wards per cast. What's important here is that we can use this with Grow. So now our wards get a 150 bonus damage, which is crazy. Now the obvious thing that I've seen people stack it with is like Fury Swipes, or Slaughter Bash, or Troll, or all 3. And honestly, that's whack shit. I know that may sound a bit surprising, may sound a little weird, but like if you go for those builds, like they are not weak, but they are nowhere near as strong as the wards can be, right? They're just not on the level that the wards can actually reach. And you're better off going for, you know, something else. Also, we got some really nice things here. Let's get this. Immediately, we can get the Life Drain. Oh, hell yeah. There's Mana Break, which, again, I like with our, here, Spirit Lands. And sure, you can have Life Drain, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what our exact distribution of stuff is yet, but that doesn't really matter that much. So, the thing is that with Fury Swipes, you can deal a lot of damage, right? Like, if you have multiple targets attacking the same target in particular, right, you can build up damage really quickly. But Grow is just better because Grow gets you the damage immediately. You don't have to build it up first. Like, what is better if I, like, deal, you know, 10 attacks with Fury Swipes and then the final one does plus 300 damage? Or if I just attack with 10 hits for Grow, which is just gonna do the damage immediately. Right? And that's where Grow is just so much more powerful. And that's why I really like it. Anyway, we're gonna just buy some garbage right now. It's fine, don't worry about it. This early on, we're gonna go ahead and just risk getting a bit unlucky with sorceries for dummies. It's not that big of a deal. Gonna optimize later. But yeah, and then there's a few other things we can do with Plague Wards. So I really like Luminosity. Because here's a problem with stuff like Fury Swipes and Fervor and blah blah blah, you know, like Curse of Awareness. They all trigger on the enemy. And because they trigger on the enemy, when you kill the enemy and then you swap targets, you lose the buff. Right? Like it resets. That's kind of why Jingo Mastery is also low back. Luminosity doesn't work that way. Luminosity triggers on the hero. So every 4 attacks on our hero, we get the Luminosity trigger. And that makes it way more consistent, way easier to use. And that's why I like Luminosity a lot. Nice, got that. Okay. We upgrade. We get nothing, that's fine. We could get Ravage. I'm not sure what I'm doing for the front line here, to be completely honest. I kind of like Black Hole or Chronosphere. I always think Ravage is a bit lackluster. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of either of these. So I'm just gonna buy like Global Silence for now and then chill. Global Silence is actually very good. So I don't mind that. Ward Take Aim, that's actually not too bad either. But so in my Ward build, I go for Grow. I go for Plague Wards, obviously. I go for Luminosity, because Luminosity will also now heal, right? So my team is getting healed. And then the final ability is actually Feral Impulse. Where Feral Impulse increases our damage by a lot more than pretty much anything else will at this point. And again, like it's like one of those things. Would you rather trigger Fury Swipes, so you need to attack 3 times? Or would you rather just hit way fucking harder to begin with? And in my opinion, it's better to just hit harder right away. Alright, let's get Axe. We upgrade here. This is all terrible. We don't like any of this. So we roll. Okay, that's a lot better. I think I sell you. I think I sell you. And I would like this one in particular. I don't know if I care about this. How am I setting this all up? I think I'm moving the magic missile around right now. Here, you can have the magic missile. And then the puck gets this, I think. No, the magic missile should stay on the puck. Ah, I messed that up. Oh, that's okay. I'm still figuring out my exact builds. But so we on the puck we want mana break and we want spirit lance, right? And but I think we actually also want magic missile because the magic missile will have its cooldown reduced by the Octarine core, and then we can spam the magic missile as well. And global silence is just like a pretty free ability to have. This build doesn't actually need an ultimate, so it's fine to just like get a random like usable ability and stick it on the hero. I will get these two. Yeah, okay. Acid Spray doesn't actually need to be on anyone in particular. We have Life Drain. You can have Life Drain. We have the Abaddon. We have the Chronosphere. As I said, I do like Chronosphere quite a lot. I do not like this. I think I'm getting rid of this now. Because it's too many people are buying it already. I don't really want to take any chances with that. And I think I'm rolling here. Yeah, that's okay. We'll pick this up. Nothing else really matters. Like, I know that at this point we are being a little inefficient, but it just genuinely is not important. I do not care if I'm being a little inefficient. The only thing that we actually care about is just setting up our builds properly, and then we can go from there. So, yeah. Now, the nice thing about Acid Spray, because it eventually becomes a passive, but before that, even it's just, you know, like an AoE thing with a pretty long cooldown, we can have it on a hero that we don't care about. Like, we can have it on a hero that, like, whatever, if they die, then they die. Doesn't matter. And in that way, it's, like, totally a nice, easy-to-use ability, and I always appreciate that. Alright, we get ourselves this. We move the magic missile over here now. And then we have more mana break. That's good. Here is more global silence. There is luminosity. And we can get more chaotic offering. Which is probably not a bad idea. I think we will go for more chaotic offering. Oh, that's the wrong ability. Why did I buy this? Well, I did not want that. That was a misclick. That's fine. Let's reroll the puck and see if we can maybe get somebody who... Yeah, I mean, OD is okay. He's got a lot of mana. We do actually need a lot of mana. So I think OD is actually pretty good here. That's one of the big problems with Global Silence. Silence is that it has a mana cost of 600, which just it's just like way too much. Oh yeah, sorry, I gotta adjust my camera here. But the mana cost of 600 is just so huge. And this hero here will actually want to spam a little bit. We might even move this over. This only has a mana cost of 400. We'll see a little bit. I mean, that's actually where OD is nice. He has got 4.2 int gain, which will very, very much help with the mana issues. This is very serious. I'm Dr. Baumi, and I'm telling you that you have to leave a like on the video right now, or all of your toes will fall off. So be fast. Okay, so I don't like what we got here. I think what we got here is pretty weak overall. But that's okay. We have our luminosity. We have our wards. Okay, this is all very, very mediocre. Pick this up. I do want to max out Global Silence. So I think for now we can use this guy. We don't actually care about the Plague Ward hero until we get a high level on all of our abilities. That's just it. That's also like kind of a nice thing about it. It's another kind of like very low pressure hero that we can put into our lineup. And then, sure, if the Centaur gets killed, whatever, he doesn't do anything yet. Right? Like, right now, he just straight up does not matter or help or anything. He's just not a big deal. And that may sound like a downside, may sound like we have a hero that isn't powerful. You know, he isn't. But that just makes it so he can tank. And you can see we do fine. Like, we don't actually need him to do that much just yet. Okay. None of this is great. Magic missile. Ooh, we're maxing it out. We're maxing it out. That's pretty sick, isn't it? Alright, almost the level 9 magic missile. So we get the bounces there. Bounces once to each unit. That seems pretty good. It'll be really nice with the Octarine core once we get there. By the way, we could go for like stuff like Inner Beast or something like that, but I don't really like it that much. I don't care that much about it. Funnily enough, Global Silence actually have really good DPS ability. I know that may not sound right, but now that it applies the Curse of the Silent, that means everybody is gonna be constantly taking this damage. Like, it's just permanent damage because the bots aren't smart enough to play around it. So they're just gonna be affected by the Arcane Curse. Right? And because they're affected by the Arcane Curse, OD is actually doing a ton of damage with Global Silence. It's a really nice ability in that way. Okay. Thank you. Get all of this. Level 9 Magic Missile. We get the Feral Impulse. And reroll this. Pick up you. Hey, cool. We got Magic Missile. Look at that. Level 9 Gaben Missile. Go ahead and shoot some people in the face with it, right? Bounce that Magic Missile around. It should actually do a lot of damage. I mean, it hits for 560. That should be quite significant. Can Spirit Lance Doctrine Core stack with Arcane Aura game? I think so. They seem like different effects. But I'm not 100% sure right now. OD doesn't have enough mana. Well, if anybody's gonna have enough mana, it will be OD. But we might need to, again, move the Global Silence off because it just uses too much mana. Ooh, look at that. Oh my god. Wow, it does not have a range? It just like bounced across the entire field. That is insane. Okay, cool. Very good. Luminosity, Acid Spray. So now we're getting these other things online. Alright. Were they important before? Not really. But now we're getting them. And we're taking our time with them. OD did in fact have enough mana. Ah, he'll have plenty of mana once we get that Octarine. Alright, keep in mind, again, he's building up a lot of mana pool very naturally. Which works out very well there. But yeah, OD is like all of our damage right now. Look at that Magic Missile. Woo! Big boy. Yup. That's how it goes. Very happy about that. And we have the Chronosphere kind of like max out. Well, not really. But, you know, we're gonna get there. I'm not sure how much I like maxing out the Chronosphere, but oh well. I mean, like currently we're just kind of leveling it up, so might as well, right? Very good. We should have enough mana for this, right? We've got another Spirit Lance there, and then there's another Magic Missile. Oh my god. It is so good, isn't it? Look at it just crushing things. Alright. Plague Ward, thank you. I like having the Feral Impulse. Ooh. Alright, I think it's time to reroll this guy. I don't mind Mirana. So what we're really looking for here from our Plague Ward carrier is we just want a hero that has range and enough HP to take some stray hits. Mana isn't really that needed because we already have, we don't use that much mana. Plague Wards are just not that mana expensive, right? They only cost 26 mana. They're just not a big deal. And other than that, we're all passes. So it's not that important that we have a hero that has a mana pool or anything like that. Mirana's totally fine. She's got a decent amount of HP, mostly. She has a lot of range. It's also not that important that this hero like attacks particularly quickly, so we don't necessarily need an agility hero, because we're not relying on the actual hero for the damage output. But it's definitely not bad. It is absolutely helpful to just have it. Alright, magic missile. Yup, there it is. And sick. Another clean win there. And here's our level 6 Spirit Lance now. Level 6 Plague Wards. Level 7 Spirit Lance. Level 7 Plague Wards. And level 4 Life Drain. Why not? Everybody's getting something, right? Now I'm a bit worried about mana though, if I'm honest. Because the Spirit Lance has a much lower cooldown now, so the OD will be spamming it much more. And that might legitimately leave us with not enough mana. So we do need to actually get it upgraded to level 9. OD is also gonna be nice because he actually hits kind of hard, so the illusions might actually be scary.
Wow, my
hey,
Lisa
cheeky
landed
monkey.
exactly between the subathon
98.
break.
Thank you
Just
so
my
much for
luck
13
amused.
months. Yeah, well, that's how it goes, you know. But I appreciate the sub anyway. Alright, throw out the magic missile. It be bouncing. Very good. Throw out our E. It be bouncing, creating illusions that burn mana. There's another magic missile. And everybody's dead. Everybody has died. Okay. We're getting no upgrades. That's fine. Who even wants them? More acid spray. Thank you. Ooh. Alright. That's kind of sad. It's the Spirit Lance. There's Luminosity. There's Feral Impulse. I think I'm gonna roll here. Yes. Plague Wards. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Also Chaotic Offering. I don't mind maxing out Chaotic Offering. It's fine. It's a good upgrade. Like, you know, the Golem on Death isn't that good if you play like a more normal lineup, where you might have this ability on here on the backline. But, you know, Underlord's whole job is to throw in a Golem and then run in and die. That's his whole job. That's all he's supposed to do. And that's pretty alright. In Secret wins TI is Puppy the GOAT? Yes. In my opinion, absolutely. I think it's like, honestly, I think you can easily make an argument for Puppy being the GOAT right now. Look at how many illusions there are. And they actually hit pretty hard. Alright, Golem. Ward. Sure, I'll take Luminosity. Luminosity is a very good upgrade and we want it. Damn. I'm not looking for Feral Impulse, I think. It's not important enough for that. I'm also so close to getting a lot of these 8s leveled up. You know, I have the Chronosphere, I have the Golem, I have my Spirit Lance and the Plague Wards. And that's really what I'm looking for. I'm also surprised we have not found more Grow. I mean, I guess somebody else is going for it. How many you've got? No, that's me. No, you're not going Grow. You have 3. You have 4. You have 3. And this guy's dead. So there's a bunch of people that like have a bunch of them that are likely to get knocked out soon. So that's very good for us. Right? Not particularly worried about it. Bounce, 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 bounce. Ooh. It's just so sick that the magic missile is clearing out all of the summons as well. Like, that's crazy strong. Right? It bounces to all units, including the summons. Alright. Get out of here. Level 8. Grow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's all very good. Acid spray. Why not? Cool. I mean, we have a lot of near games, right? We're very close. We're very close. Damn, OD did a lot of damage. And it's like all magic missile. But now, Spirit Lance, you can see, is actually getting in there. And when it says Outworld Destroyer, that means my illusions. Okay. Is this the Baumi? I don't know if it's the Baumi. Maybe. Possibly. We're gonna go ahead and throw in the Chaotic Offering really quick. And that's a nice little interrupt there, right? And now our dude dies. And you know what that means? Another golem. Get fucked, nerd. Illusions? Yeah, they do damage. Wards? Yeah, they do damage. Oh, give me that Octarine core. Gaben. 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 Another one? Come on. Come on, you know you were. Yes, Gaben. So, as I said, this is our late game, right? Like, our late game plan is the Plague Wards, and we now have them online. So, let's pay some attention to the Plague Wards, right? Although I think the OD is probably still gonna do a more than adequate job at this point, because we, you know, have this. Don't want to swap this now. I think OD has plenty of mana now, right? Because of the Octarine core. Look at him. He's got Octarine core. He's got Manta Star. This OD actually has good items. He's just well equipped. He can handle this, right? This OD has been farming all game and he's ready to go. Alright, Global Silence. Interrupt whatever they are doing. Step number 1. Chronosphere. That buys us time to throw in the wards. Right? And the wards can actually attack. Here are our wards. Now look at these bad boys. They hit for 250 damage. So like, they just do a lot of damage. Like the Mirana, look at that Plague Ward damage. Like she's actually keeping up with the OD. Yes, I will take all of this. Thank you very much. Oh my god. Alright, sell this. Sell this. We'll grab ourselves Global Silence, Gaben. So now it's even more brutal. Alright, we've got 3.5 seconds of silence.
Free money time.
Good luck interacting. Hey, the Zeus, thanks for the 22 months. And also keep in mind, the wards actually heal. So that definitely ends up working out pretty nicely. But yeah, the Plague Wards are just kind of pretty good. Although we still haven't actually gotten level 3 Grow. That would be really good. Like level 6 Grow would be really nice because then they have more attack speed. But I think we'll be okay anyway. Right? I think we'll be fine anyway. Okay. So, OD. Magic Missile. We've got ourselves a Spirit Lance. Spirit Lance again. I got another Spirit Lance and there's another Magic Missile. There's our wards, they're clearing everything out and everybody's dead. Nice summons, friend. Get the mana break leveled up, get the acid spray leveled up. Get the mana break to Gaben. Alright? Now we trigger mana void if the target is out of mana. I don't know if that will work on my illusions. I guess we're gonna find out. Okay, nothing here, no thank you. Ooh, that was a bit of a depressing roll, wasn't it? Hey, we finally got Grow. Finally got Grow. So, mana break on wards for science. No, I want to show you my build. Like, I wanted to show you kind of like this style of late game here. Right? I'm glad I got to show off my OD. Although this was a bit more improvised. I mean, the thing is, like, the real build here is just you take Spirit Lance, you get Mana Break, that way you have, like, damage and value there, and then you incorporate some sort of spammable low cooldown thing that's valuable. Like a Magic Missile, for example, right? I think that part has worked out really, really nicely. Okay, and now you can see we have our wards down, and the wards just do a ton of damage, they do a ton of healing. Acid Spray, nearly maxed that out. Ooh, I don't think we're getting this. We're not gonna get that a high enough level in time. No. Come on. Oh. Ooh, that's disappointing. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Goodbye. That's fine. Give me those games. That is, to be clear, not a throw. That is actually the correct play there. Getting these games online is way more valuable, right? That's way better. Because now the Plague Wards attack twice every once in a while. They come in, they hit twice. And also, we have the acid spray now, so nobody has any armor. I kind of am tempted. I think we've seen enough of the OD. Oh, I don't have enough money. No. I wanted to unequip the OD stuff so I can like show you what it would like without him. Maybe I'll frontline him. Never mind. Anyway, so the acid spray comes down. Everything is covered. Right? The illusions, ton and ton of damage. Right? And the wards, they are just murdering things over here, over there. And 1 health left. Very good. You know, staying competitive here. Alright, we're not really finding anything. I guess we'll go with Feral Impulse. Very good. So we deal an extra 25% damage now. We don't really care about the HP region. We do care about the damage though. So it's all the gyrocopter that does damage over there. Our opponent's damage is very high because we have a lot of like, you know, stuff. We have the golems, we have the illusions, we have the wards, although the wards don't really get attacked. Right, but like we have multiple units that can get hit by it. You can see Abaddon, the acid spray is actually immediately up there. Although I think that's also because our opponent has a bunch of summons. Okay. I'm glad that Axe did 374 damage somehow. Like, Axe is just running in and punching things, right? But look at this. Like, things don't actually have that much armor in this mode. Because, you know, you can't really buy items. So you just kind of murder things with the acid spray. Alright, and your opponent just doesn't really get to interact. Sure, they kill the Axe and the Underlord, right? But we want the Underlord to die, and the Axe doesn't have any abilities. We don't care. Out of our important heroes, which are really just the Mirana and the OD, they didn't even get touched. And the Abaddon survived too, I think, and that's fine. Like, whatever. He could even die. It's not like he does anything after he uses his abilities, right? Like this, it's totally fine to have certain heroes where their entire purpose is just to die. Like, that's okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Right? Anyway. That's a good old Spirit Lance, Plague Ward, easy win strat. You know, like, honestly, this is how you can just, like, absolutely crush things and take them down. I like playing with these builds a ton. Like, I've been abusing Plague Wards, I've been abusing the Spirit Lance a lot, and it's incredibly effective. I know that in my 2 recent videos, people were a bit frustrated with me because I threw at the end. But when I'm off stream and I'm just kind of playing the game, or like off recording even, just like on stream, you know, I actually tend to like try to win a bit more aggressively. And these are the builds that I like to use. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.